I just gotta say, you guys are really lucky that the Oblivion remaster didn't launch today.
I know, you like narrowly dodged the plague, right?
I I felt a little cold coming on, but the reveal is tomorrow, so you know how it goes.
I'm currently not in the call. Give me a sloppy toppy minute here, fellas.
What the fuck?
You can have two even. One for
who's not in
sloppy, two for toppy.
guys?
Mark, his Discord crashed.
Hi, Mark. How was your sloppy toppy?
Guys, no.
Max, sharing is caring, and sometimes people learn new phrases.
I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Oh no, not until the sloppy toppy's done. What did you say, Mark?
I was inquiring as to what was happening.
Oh.
Oh, we were reading the chat.
Mark,
Um,
your crunch is currently out of this world.
yeah, it might be
Mark.
coming through my my webcam. Hold on.
Oh,
It's entirely possible because it does sound like you're making a YouTube video from like the early 2000s.
your mic is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now.
What is the default my fucking webcam? All right, how about now?
Yeah.
Ooh, you sound
better.
delicious now.
Night and day.
Hell
Night and
yeah.
day. All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's time to slop.
All right, someone remind me what happened. Not last time, but last time.
There was a fight. We had a fight. There was a big fight. It was the best fight that ever foughted. And the good guys, they won up against Nasty Boy Magoo, aka a living dead creature. And then we met Caster Blaster, who was kind of a jerk. And then Anderson woke up from a dream. This sounds like fucking like fifth grader recounting their fucking like dream journal. And then Anderson woke up from his dream where he saw Atticus, and Atticus had a little goofed up face, but it's okay because we're gonna fix that. And we're on the road to Rhodes. Ah, that's a good episode name.
Road to Rhodes. I do like that.
Yeah. That's probably
okay.
That's probably gonna be it. So we're going to Rhodes. We gotta get Rhodes to change the calendar. This is gonna be like 10, 15 minutes. We're gonna be done with Rhodes. That's my goal.
Oh, definitely. Well, that is more or less what happened. You guys, I'm just for ease of access, say that Caster kind of led you back through the sewers. They took you over to Tomorrow Towers. And you're standing under a manhole cover that they've insisted is the entranceway. It was a long, slightly uphill walk, but Caster waves farewell as they head back to go guard the double door chamber.
I just gotta say, Caster really surprised me there. They had a lot of really nuanced opinions, and I wasn't really expecting that out of them, you know?
Who are you saying this to?
You know, sometimes you spend a lot of time in heaven and it gives you a lot of opinions on things and a lot of time to think on those opinions.
I know. It's just like the fall of Rome, the Nintendo GameCube, the history of the photograph. I never considered all that before.
Sometimes it takes a moment of downtime and like just contemplative silence with your own self and thoughts to really just get into the nitty gritty of those things.
Yeah. No, they surprised me. They did. I I feel like I made a lifelong friend there, you know?
Rosier's making like square hand motions, and they say, you know, I would really love to invest in the GameCube, was it? I think if more games were square, they'd be more fun.
This guy gets it. All right, let's get out of here. I start climbing.
Yeah, you push the manhole cover off, you climb all the way out, and you emerge in front of. Oh wait, hold on. Where's my picture from a while ago? Because I lost it, as I lose everything, ever. There it is. Okay, so you stand in front of, at the bottom of a large stairwell, in front of two absolutely massive white towers, totally adorned with windows of all kinds. It's got an overhead connecting arch that has another tower kind of coming off the top of that with one very large circular window. It looks like there's two entranceways. Neither one of them are labeled. Also, sorry, to note, hanging just below the tower from that arch over the sky is what appears to be a large, perhaps dormant star of some kind. It's just this bright ball of blue light glowing and hanging directly. You can see the string or the chain or whatever it is connecting to the building. It's rotating very slowly. It's not painful to look at, but it is very, very bright.
Ew.
Okay. Around you, there are people coming and going, angels coming and going. There doesn't appear to be any rhyme or reason to people coming in one door versus another, but you are again at the foot of a massive stairwell you have to climb.
So are we thinking the left door or the right door?
Uh, I don't know. Are these like, is this like heaven where like if you're left-handed, you just go to hell, right? Because like in that case, I say let's go for the right door.
I mean, I feel like the right door is always the right door, you know?
Yes, exactly. So unless Ernest has any really strong opinions, I say we go right.
Well, Ernest just rendered in.
Rosier's like, where have you been? For the last 16 hours, I simply couldn't see you.
Oh yeah, my Wi-Fi was down. I couldn't.
Oh, thank Abner it's back. I've missed you.
Thank Abner. Yeah, no. So right door, Ernest.
Right is always right. Yeah,
That's exactly
That's what
what
I'm
we were saying.
saying.
yeah. I heard it. I just you know I had to take my time and construct my pixels to get in,
That's
but I could
Sometimes you
hear
just
it.
need a moment to process.
Yeah.
I go into the right door. All
All
right,
right, you guys
bye.
enter after 5 minutes of climbing and sweaty, except for Abel and Rosier, because Rosier just picks up Abel and flies them to the top. Waves to you guys as you go by. You all arrive in front of the door. There's no one there, no guards or anything. You go into the rightmost door and you enter into another one of these classic heaven waiting rooms. White marble tile floor, red, almost like fuzzy looking wallpaper. Um, Bunches of chairs, people coming and going from all sorts of doors. And right in the center is this ancient looking old woman typing very slowly on some kind of mechanical device, squinting. No visible screen, so no idea what she's exactly doing, but she is sitting in front of an absolutely massive glass tube. And she looks up over her half moon glasses and says, "Oh, yeah, can I help you?"
Hi, we actually had an appointment to speak with Rhodes today.
An appointment, you say? Why, it's been 600 years since his last booked appointment. He's just open to the public now, but you
Oh,
must have been waiting for quite some time. Can I see and validate your parking?
we walked.
Oh, that's illegal. Where is it? Uh,
Huh?
What?
I'll have to
And you
refer
can't.
you to the
No,
rehabilitation
no, no, no.
center.
Hey.
No, I
I
mean, well, walking is just kind of subjective, you know. We did have this angel bring us.
Oh,
we
okay,
flew.
that
We
He's
time.
here
flew.
with us.
Oh,
He's
there's
here with us, so he didn't get like parked anywhere or anything, you know.
Rosier waves and she's just like, "Oh, there's your parking ticket. You stick out your hand, son." And he looks at his wings and says, "Yes, ma'am," and sticks a wing out and she just like puts a little hole clip through one of the feathers and just like clips a little piece of the feather off. He jerks back and he goes, "Hey, thank you." And she hands you the little feather piece that she clipped off.
Hey, this is a weird
Okay.
question. Um, why are you old?
That's certainly a question to ask someone, Anderson.
She looks up and says, "Why are you old,
I'm
silver fox?"
uh wow.
Whoa.
No, I'm actually in my 30s. Um,
Oh dear.
it's
I
just
take it back. I'm so sorry.
yeah, thanks. Um I'm pretty sure like when you get to heaven, you get to sort of B, like, I don't know if you pick an age or like if you're just sort of like given one, but like you're the by far the oldest person I've seen here.
Back from the before times. I was one of the first humans. I've learned so much about Wii Fees and Game Cubes and parking tickets and cars and horses and all
Horse?
manners of
What do you mean
dogs.
you've learned about horses here? What does that
Well,
mean?
did you know they conquered them after the horse war? Oh yes, Aren't you going to be late for your appointment? It's okay. So back in the day, the horses ran all of the what do they call it, shipping protocols. If you wanted to move
I'm
anything,
walking
so like
away.
Atticus is like inching towards the glass tube and like jamming a button. She's like, "Is this self-service? I think it's self-service."
If we move
Ernest
slow
is
enough,
like
she can't process us.
Ernest is like pulled up a seat.
She like pulls out a larger pair of glasses, so like Coke bottle glasses, and she's now like zoning in on you, and she's staring directly at you, and she says, "Yes, and that's when they conquered General Filibuster, and honestly, that was the turning point of the war. Then the mayors couldn't keep up, and the geldings couldn't just come in and save everyone, so they had the treaty enacted, and it was all fine and well." And the elevator kind of arrives, and Atticus is ripping the door open, just like clawing at the glass, and she finishes up. And that's why we have horse-drawn carriages in New York City now.
Ernest is like writing this down with a pen and a piece of paper.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's smart. You should invest in horse law.
I'm dead, so
Ernest!
I can't. What? I'm learning,
The elevator.
ma'am. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Ethel Elderberry.
Ethel. Miss Elderberry.
Yeah,
Mrs.
no,
Elderberry?
I've been married 60 times. Everyone,
Wow.
just just call me Ethel.
Oh, Ethel.
I'm like, so if Ernest is still there, I'm kind of looking around. I'm like, do we just hit the button? Like,
I think
Ernest
this
is
one
like
just reaches-
Ernest is like gifting, like the chair is like moving, but he's not doing anything. It's like moving towards the elevator.
Yeah,
And he's like,
her desk is rotating with you. She's not doing anything, but it's like slowly just. She's like, "So what's your name and where are you from? Are you married?"
Ernest is like, the chair's in the elevator now, so it's up to you guys. But
I'm
he's like,
mashing the button, mashing the button.
I'm Ernest Hawthorne, and I.
She's like, "See you when you get back." And you are ascending rapidly. Ernest, in your chair, you're actually really comfortable and fine. And as the elevator shoots up, you have a beautiful view of the entire expanse of this city. And from this angle, this high up, it is drop dead gorgeous. There's reds and pinks. It's like an eternal sunset everywhere you look. The lights of the cities are glistening, and there's people everywhere. It looks happy. The rest of you, the actual G-force of this elevator just careening up brings you to your knees or perhaps to your bellies as you drop to the floor. Atticus is screaming, especially because I don't think she expected this to go this fast. So after a few minutes of just, and I mean it, a few minutes of just absolutely rocketing up, it comes to an abrupt halt, and again just kind of lifts you up and then drops you back to the floor, except for Ernest, who's sitting comfortably, and Rosier, who just kind of like the way like a chicken's head doesn't move during motion. Rosier just kind of stayed perfectly stagnant in this elevator.
Yeah, you guys are like flailing around on the floors, like fucking screaming, and Ernest is like drawing in his little pad
I'm
of the city landscape.
crawling out on one arm out of the elevator.
Yeah, Atticus is rolled up into a ball. She's like, "I think I'm just gonna stay in here."
In the ele. Oh, okay.
Ernest, if Atticus doesn't object, Ernest is gonna like pick Atticus up and put her in the chair.
Okay, yeah, you do that. She doesn't really fight you, but she is just kind of like melting back into it. Head back. She looks like she can't see straight.
You'll be
Ro-
that'll help a little bit on the ride down.
Well, thank you so much.
And Ernest pushed a button and says, "Going down."
Yeah, and she goes,
I
Rosier. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I look at Ernest and I'm like, so did that woman exist before they tamed horses?
I mean, she existed before the Great Horse War of 7,023 BC. So yeah, I guess so.
That's terrifying. I don't want to think about that.
I got it all here if you ever want to read it.
I
Suppose that makes sense why she looked so old then.
yeah, she probably died before they had the rule that you could be young in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, if you were listening, you would have heard that.
Yeah, Rosier shakes his head and said, some people, unfortunately, were not grandfathered into the rule. Ha.
That was good, buddy. Where's the door? Where's the door?
Behind you,
I
you see another small waiting room, chair, same weird red pattern wallpaper and floor, and a large dark oak door. I'm gonna go with the same as last time, Minecraft reference. It's a beautiful dark oak door.
okay. I go up to it. I give a little knock knock, but I'm already like kind of pushing it open, sticking my little head in there.
Okay, you hear a man say, yes, come on in.
Already working on it, and I go in.
Okay.
Hmm?
Does everyone go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You all kind of walk in together. Let me lay out the office for you. It's beautiful and kind of overwhelming all at the same time. To your left, you can see this absolutely massive circular window you saw from below. It's basically takes up the entirety of that wall. Beautiful oversight of the entire city. The floor is another like this dark wooden planks. But there are no sort of walls or wallpapers or anything because the other walls in this room are just constantly slowly moving lines of what look like moving portraits. People, places, static, red, nothingness, space. It seems to be a collection of mismatched history, slowly kind of moving like a slot machine would. Every row going in opposite directions and kind of coming onto the next row and just repeating throughout the room. In the dead center is a man with very long, probably to about just past his shoulders, slicked back black hair, um, and a very long, thick nose as he peers over small spectacles in his black suit with his smart red tie. And he looks up, and the four of you, yeah, there's four of you. Atticus left, and he says, "Hello, I'm Rhodes. What can I do for you folks? I
Rhodes. Hey,
if you're
keeper of
if-
the calendar.
that's me. If you're looking for the historical accuracy chamber, that is in one tower down.
No, we're here for you actually.
Well, okay. I do love giving talks on historical events. Now, what event are you most curious about?
Would love to actually learn more about the Great Horse War, but
Oh, dark
unfortunately
times.
don't have the time for that right now. We actually
Don't have the time.
yeah,
Hot. That's
it's
hilarious.
funny. Yeah,
I've heard that a million times.
no, it's good. Yeah, no, we need it. We need the time changed. Road.
He takes a sip of something on his desk and splutters into it.
I feel like
I'm
you. I
sorry,
feel like you
that's
took a sip
that-
just to spit it back out. You did that after I said what I was gonna say.
squints at you and does it again with more dramatics this time. He actually takes a sip and then spews it across the room and goes,
Oh,
"Change the time?
yeah.
No,
What do you mean no?
like no. I made the calendar. I set it within
Oh
parameters.
shit! Hang on. I don't have the.
We have a. No,
Where's
I
the
got it. Here you
oh,
go. Here.
Listen, I don't take bribes.
just read
Oh,
it.
it's not a bribe.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see. Let me see this mysterious note that's going to make me change my mind about the time that I've set at the beginning of time. By the way, longer than the horse wars have been around,
He's still not
my
opening
calendar
it.
stands.
Can you
Okay.
look at this?
Yeah, okay. He grabs it and he unfolds it. You owe me. Fuck. Oh, hold on a moment, please. And he snaps his fingers and stands up. the moving pictures on the wall stop. The air around you stills. The people, the little figures you could see outside, all stop. And then very quickly, shades draw over their window, kind of leaving you in this eerie, moody, dark room. He sighs again, looking very frustrated, rubbing a hand down his face. He takes his jacket off, and as the jacket comes off, so does this alleged mask he's wearing. His face quite literally melts away.
Ew.
So do his arms and the entire lower half of his body.
No, put
Why?
it back. Put it back.
He increases in size more than double. He half fills up the back of this room. As before you now stands the true form of Rhodes. He has a massive, perfectly circular clock for a head, where each typical number you would see across a clock stands an eye instead, and one very expressive, upset-looking eye in the middle who's rolling around and squinting and just looking all kinds of bothered. His two arms have melted into these large black wings that stretch down to the floor that he's walking around on almost like a handstand, not lifting the lower half of it or the top half of his body up, but he no longer has a lower half of his body. Some other wings are sprouting off of those wing arm legs, and most perhaps unfortunate are two mouth placements on either of his shoulders, one frowning, one smiling, and one of his wings kind of reaches over and loosens his tie a little bit. He tips his clock head back and lets out a sigh that sounds like several gears grinding. He looks down at all of you and he says, "Do you understand what he's trying to do, truly?"
You feel better about this? Like, we could have just
Also,
had a
like,
normal
really-
conversation.
Yeah, and like really fast, he points to the two mouths on each shoulder, and he's like, "Are you happy or sad about this?"
Because I
Both
can't. I
both the
can't
mouths
tell.
one of the mouths laughs and the other one grits his teeth and he says, "Y'all be honest with you. I've pretty mixed feelings about this plan actually coming to fruition."
Yeah, I can see that plain as the two mouths on your shoulders.
Do
And
you
then
know?
he leans back to fucking Anderson, and he's like, "Fucking freak."
Yeah, the guy he leans like he's gonna start talking, and then he pauses and he looks at you, and now both his mouths are frowning and his eyes upturned a little bit, like if he had
Oh.
a lip, it'd be wobbling, and he goes, "Freak."
You can't hear that. That was a whisper.
That was really
I
quiet.
trip him. I trip him. Yeah.
He
Oh, how the
watches you.
tables have turned.
Watches you go down, and he says, "I don't talk about your horrifying two single eyes or nasty little finger hands or your little sausage feet. I don't make fun of humans' nasty facial hairs or the fact that you're covered in hair sometimes, but not all the time, or that you simply lose it and go bald, which, by the way, if you'd lived longer, you would have been."
Yeah, but
Anyway.
like muffled. Yeah, but you
Ernest,
Ugh.
just hang on a minute. What? Whose plan? Whose plan? My plan? I have a great plan. I'll have you know.
Yes, excellent plan, but sponsored entirely by Warwick, huh? Think that's smart?
Do I think it's smart? I don't care. We have so many bigger problems than Warwick. Like, there's a lot of shit going on. Have you looked outside?
Yes, I've tried. Trust me, I've tried to appeal about the harvester, and at this point, since Abner is not willing to do anything about it, and not even willing to hear about it, and Warwick says the best we can do is accept our fate at this point. Wink, wink. Yes, I understand your frustration. I feel it. I don't know if you understand what you're doing.
I'm doing the only thing I think I can, which right now is to get Ernest's dead father into heaven so we can get Ernest's dead family out of heaven.
You
Uh,
mean
I
his
think
son?
you mean my son.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. I was thinking of my good friend Chrysanthemum's father, who's your son.
Yes,
That's
Ernest's
good to hear.
grandson, all that. Yes. Okay, all right, fine. Listen, I made a deal and a promise a long time ago that I would go along with this, but I I honestly never thought it would actually come to this. I I will do this, but I need you all, please, to swear that if this goes very badly, the one thing you will do for me is keep my name out of it.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Have you never sworn something before?
Huh?
Yeah, you're terrible at this, honestly.
Wait.
That's not the thing I asked you to do, is not to gibber a little bit about being okay, maybe. I said swear it to me.
Okay, I swear.
What do you swear?
The thing you said, the not if we go south, we're not gonna mention you.
That's vague. He looks at Rosier. Rosier says, I swear that if things go badly with this plan, your name will not come from my lips. And he nods. He looks at you, Abel.
I swear that if things go wrong, you were never a part of this. Your name never crosses our lips.
He
I
looks
don't
at you
say
finally,
our
Ernest.
lips.
I'm speaking of me
Is it
and
the
Rosier, because
Oh.
you haven't said anything yet.
Ernest like rolled over onto his back. He's still on the ground.
Yeah, he's staring down at you from the floor.
Yeah, I swear that if things do hereby go south, I will not thereby mention your name from my hereby lips.
He looks at
Wow.
you again, Anderson. I would like an actual swear, please, not you trying to find any way to back out of it.
Anderson, say fuck. He said an actual swear.
I glance over at Ernest, thinking about tripping him again, and I
Yeah,
say,
Rosier just like casually puts his foot on your head, Ernest, like just a little bit.
"Okay,
Ow! All right, thank you.
wherefore I swear here too that if therefore plan goes south, name thereby will not mention yours from heretofore lips.
He's really
I
good.
swear I'm not gonna mention you if things go bad, Road, okay?"
Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, ready? Check this out. Watch this even. And he opens up his little calendar book on the deck, flips to the exact last page in the book, rips it out, waves it at you guys. Literally last day in history. Flips back to the kind of open page he was just at and puts it in tomorrow's slot, kind of moving everything down one day. Closes it and then looks around and snaps his fingers again, and everything slowly starts to moving. The air around you starts to move again. The shades draw and people are moving again. The pictures are moving. And he's putting his coat back on, sitting down into his desk and saying, I apologize. I'm not typically so rude, but
Hey, what was that?
I simply froze time. Well, I froze time where I can freeze time, which is exclusively within the bounds of heaven. Did you know that, by the way?
You can just freeze time in all of heaven?
Yeah, I can only freeze time in heaven because that is where the bounds of my power now ends. Didn't used to. I used to be the calendar keeper, the timekeeper of everything. But
Wow.
now I can only. Why?
I was gonna say why. That seems like a bit of a demotion. Why did you?
You're
Wow.
right. You're absolutely right. It was a demotion, and through no fault of my own. I am absolutely forbidden from explaining the topic. So, you know what? I'll give you guys a parting gift. You're going to see Order, aren't you?
Yep.
Ask Order about Ajax. It's an interesting story.
Stronger than Greece.
Maybe not anymore.
I do not get that reference.
It's be really funny if you lived for like, I don't know, another couple decades.
Probably.
Maybe less, actually.
But when this is all over, if you don't manage to escape heaven and we all are punished for eternity, come back to my office. Assuming I'm still in charge. I'll show you the movie. Very interesting. I could also show you the 60,000 part horse war documentary. Spans the beginning, half of the middle, and it really just like kind of summarizes the ending.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, thanks, Road. This was really surprisingly helpful, actually.
You know, heaven's not supposed to be so difficult and miserable. Truly, honestly, when this all came about, our goal was to protect and serve and live with the best of you, to give you the best, to thank you for being the best you can be. And here it's been perverted into some, honestly, whatever this is. So, as terrifying as this plan is, and as perhaps awful of a leader as I am for going about it, perhaps this is for the best. I don't really blame any of you for choosing to go along with it.
Well, best of luck not getting harvested.
Oh, well, whether I get harvested or not, I'm still just in charge of, well, I'll be half in charge of time, if I'm deigned that by her. We'll see.
I'm sorry. And he's like pulling Rosier's foot off of his head.
Yeah, Rosier's pulling you, like, he grabs you from by your armpits and, like, lifts you in the air. Like, he doesn't
Oh,
put you down yet, so you're, like, kind of really
yeah.
tall.
I'm like 7 feet tall now. All right. Two questions for you, Road, Mister, Mrs., Miss Road,
Just Rhodes.
Rhodes. One, well, he like points to all of you, and he's like, why do you have to like, why did you take a human form when we first came in here? You know, like it seems like he points to Rosier, who's not human.
Yeah. So Rosier again is like basically kind of a very, very tall, fluffy, covered in pink, soft, downy feathers. They've got, I think, 3 eyes, but otherwise a pretty, in human standards, normal, like normal-ish appearance. He looks man-like. Um,
Okay.
and Rhodes sits back and says, well, not to be mean or demeaning, but I don't know if you remember your friends and your verbal reaction to just me taking my coat off, which was, akin to ew. So, that's kind of why, because you can only get your appearance mocked for so long by the people that you're trying to help and serve, before you just want to put on a mask just so they start being less, not like less mean to you, but take it off to having a very important life-changing conversation, and you get the ew for the 16,000th time. Just, I don't know, I want to go watch horse war documentaries.
I just feel like
Okay.
if you led with if you led with your true form, like modern humans have experienced so much. I feel like that is not as big of a thing anymore. But it's the fact that like you were just a dude and then you turned into that. That's where like it really gets like ugh, because like Warwick was the same shit. It was just like just, he got weird quick. It's just like if you led with it, it'd be fine.
See, the difference between myself and Warwick is that Warwick is a freak that likes to drink people's tears, just to consume the way they feel, and it really
All right, I'm
embody
sorry.
that.
That was not a good. All right, I understand how that's not a fair comparison. I'm sorry.
No, it just boils down to I just don't like being judged for looking the way that I look, and I don't try and shit on the appearance of humans, even though you all kind of look nasty to me a little bit. Um, and it's just, yeah, I don't normally take off my disguise. But again, this was a pretty important conversation, and I wanted to be the one to have it with you, not Gerald the human skin.
Is that your name when you're not?
Sometimes when I'm going out and about, I put Gerald's little glasses. Check this out. He like briefly puts on a different colored tie and some glasses and a trilby hat, and he turns around. And he says, "Do I even look like Rhodes the Timekeeper? No, I'm human Gerald, consuming a food byproduct. Very normal."
Very normal. That's Ernest, any other questions for the man?
Yeah, also, just you kind of, I was gonna say 3 questions, but you kind of asked the other one for me, Anderson. I appreciate that. Um, Earlier in our conversation, I don't quite remember the context, but you said if she, you mentioned a she, and I may have just missed something. I might have a concussion from having my head stepped on, but
Rosier is just like, he leans over and he kisses kisses the side of your head, and he's like, "I've healed it for you."
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah,
Oh,
who were you talking about?
the Rhodes kind of glances specifically at you, Anderson, and then back to you, Ernest, and says, "Well, that would be the harvester. Um, I don't, if your plan works out, you really don't need to worry about that. That's more for your alive friend over here, and probably specifically Rosier, should things go very badly. But
Rosier.
yeah, you should maybe really figure out what the fuck you're doing. That would be my bet. Or I'm sorry, not my bet. That would be my biggest recommendation. Is I'm not going to be the one to do it. I'm I'm already having enough problems with having just this conversation with you. I guarantee it.
Huh, okay. Well, Rosier, let's go get you a magical destiny, shall we? Look at you, you old harvester fighter, you.
Rosier's like, some of their feathers are kind of sweaty, and they're like, "Yay!"
All right. Well, Rhodes, thank you again for your cooperation. Sorry, you know what? I'm not going to say sorry for insulting you because you were very rude about human appearances. And also, frankly, that trilby makes you look like a certain type of person that a lot of people don't like. All right. And I feel like someone's got to tell you that. You know, take that as free advice.
He nods and he says, "Okay, can I give you some free advice as well? I'm just going to do it anyway. Your son hates you. Have a nice day.
Oh,
I don't think that counts as advice.
Leave my office now, please."
You want some
Rhodes,
advice?
it was.
You want some
He's
advice?
pushing Anderson
Wait.
out.
Yeah,
You're
Rosier's
about-
also grabbing you.
You're about to get fucking harvested. And fucking Ethel's gonna get harvested? I hope you fucking enjoy it, motherfucker. You piece of shit.
He waves and he's like, "I don't understand why you're surprised. Goodbye." And the door shuts.
Your trilby is very.
Let me
stylish
back
where
in
I
there.
come from.
I want to have words with him. Tell me my
Rosier's
son
like,
hates me.
"I think you did have words. They were angry. We should go."
And also, like, does your son hate you?
No, my
'Cause-
son doesn't hate me. That's a horrible thing to ask someone. By the way, Ernest.
I mean, my son could hate me. I don't know.
Well, he better not, because we're fucking saving his ass. Hey everyone, it's Max here for an unregularly scheduled ad break. What's up? It's been like 4 weeks. How's everyone doing? Where was I? We had a number of issues in our normal production cycle, which gave me some time to think about the way that we're doing the show right now and how we can best optimize. So we'll talk a little bit about that now. You know, we're always looking to do what's best for us and what's best for the show. And one of the things I was thinking about, you know, is we like to have a backlog, but we can't always have a backlog because when we have issues like, you know, we had in April, we go through them, right? And maintaining that backlog is really important. It's been sort of a not so secret sauce to our ability to put out this content regularly. And not having it at this time, you know, not to say that it troubles me, right? We're a small show. We, you know, we're not make or break here, right? But I like to be consistent. I like to continually deliver content. And so to not have it, you know, made me think like, well, what could I do right now? And so this is my weird way of letting everyone know that in a few weeks, we are going to be shutting down patreon.com/tincast. I think probably for the rest of the show's life. And it sounds really scary to say it out loud. You know, we also brought it down before we went on hiatus, but the difference here is that in kind of exciting news, I don't need Patreon anymore to keep the show going. And the extra time that I can get back, I think is worth pursuing for personal reasons, for professional reasons. It would be a big help. if I had one less episode to edit a month. So yeah, I'm thinking about mid-May we're probably going to take it down. I'll try and get a firm date on that next week. So in saying that, I think there's two things. One, I've always posted this on Discord, and I think I mentioned it here as well. Patreon.com/tincast does have a 7-day free trial. So if you're an existing patron or you want to see the content that's there, I would definitely take some time, go through. I believe everything has a download link that so you can, download and keep the bonus content. But it's also stuff that we probably will be posting to the main feed in times where we either need a few weeks off or we need to rebuild the backlog. There's a variety of reasons why we might pull into that content a little bit. So this would be the time if you've ever wanted to listen to it while it is just out there. Please, seriously, there's some remarkably funny stuff on there. Really, really great episodes, bonus content, just goodies. Just so many goodies. So grab them now. Otherwise, some of them will probably get posted here. I can't guarantee all of them ever will be, and in fact, I probably wouldn't count on that. So yeah, this would be the time. But in the spirit of that, if for any reason you do hop on now in the next 2 weeks, I'd love to add your name to the board and give you a big thank you. So let's thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, Emily Laderna, Charlie Rose, and Markham Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you, guys. You truly have no idea how much it has meant to have your support. Because, for years now, right? We've been able to do this because of your financial backing. It's really generous is a nice way to say it. We're such a small group of people. This has never been a big production. And the fact that so many of you, past and present, have contributed to the show's success financially is just it's so kind. It's thank you, guys. Thank you. This has taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to. If you guys don't remember the rest of the drill, please tell a friend. Please tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. But other than that, I think let's get back into the madness here. We will be back next week. I can guarantee that. And until then, stay safe, drink lots of water, and have a great week.
All right, let's get you into the nice, cool elevator where you can cool off.
Yeah, Rosier picks you up by the armpits, Anderson, and just kind of toddles you in there.
Put me down.
You seem agitated, and walking does not seem to help that for you. I will assist.
I'm fine.
He puts you in the chair that's still in there.
Can I just
cross my arms in the timeout chair?
I just want to say really fast, and this can be cut. Rosie reminds me of fucking Baymax.
Oh,
No, totally.
I think I was unconsciously going for that because I was like, how do I have like emotionally unattached but also very attached at the same time?
Yep.
It's wonderful.
I love Rosier. Well, the elevator doesn't love you as you all descend uncomfortably. Ernest, you get the full force of this against the ceiling of the elevator. Rosier stands static. Anderson, somehow you are completely fine in that chair.
Great.
This
You,
is much worse the second time.
it's you and Abel in the roof, just like holding hands. But the view is beautiful. And you crash down against the floor. Unless, actually, if you'd like to roll dexterity checks, just to see how well you land.
No, Ernest. I almost said every fucking name that anybody has played before I said Ernest.
Everyone
Ernest
but
crashing to the
Ernest.
floor. Yeah, everybody appears simultaneously, but Ernest.
No
Abel?
one in this entire game ever has appeared. Yeah, I guess I'll roll some dex.
Okay.
I just have to find my dice that I need to use in this pile of dice, and also open my character sheet because I didn't do that. I did drop my entire dice tray on the floor earlier this week.
Ooh,
Sweet.
floor pretzels.
Both of my D10s made it back into the dice tray. I don't think I passed that without
Okay.
even opening my character sheet. So
You simply crash into Ernest. You're both fine. It's not that big of a drop. But yeah, Anderson, Rosier exit and stand normally, and the two of you just unpeel yourselves from the floor. You're back in that main lobby you were in. Ethel's gone. And actually, Atticus is behind the desk now. She's confusedly typing at the computer, and she sees you and she goes, "Oh, hey guys, how was your meeting?"
Great.
Ethel, you look so much younger.
Oh, thanks. Do you like my hair?
Yeah.
What where's do I want to know?
She retired.
She retired.
Yeah, when I got down here, I explained to her the concept of a retirement plan, which, to my understanding of that, is you make a plan to retire. And so she just went, "I've longed for freedom," or something, and then turned into dust. She's actually back over there. There's like a small pile of dust.
oh,
So I felt really bad. So I've been trying to keep up with her workload. Um, but I think maybe I'm ready for retirement.
Don't say. Hang on. Don't say that. Don't say.
well, your
Let's
retirement
not.
doesn't need to happen because you didn't work here in the first place. So I think you can just get up and leave.
Well, she pulls out a paper that just says you and your 401k, and she goes, "So actually, no, I was hired."
Okay.
I
that
take
means-
it and I crumple it up and then I rip it in half and crumple that up and then I throw it in the garbage.
Do we?
She looks at it and she goes, "Wow, that's not even the first job I've been fired from." Okay.
Do we
Hey.
just sweep Ethel into the river?
I was just gonna say maybe we could like put her in the elevator and just leave a note that says "Help." Back Ethel. And
No,
maybe Rhodes will help.
That's a better idea, Ernest. That's yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe they
Honestly,
can save her.
that sounds like a good plan. All right, and the 5 of you scoop up the remains of Ethel's dust and put it back in the elevator
In our hands. It's like,
in the chair.
Oh.
all right, yeah, honestly, that's a good idea because otherwise.
Wait, she takes the 401k paperwork and sprinkles that on top. She's like, now he'll know she quit.
That's a good idea. No, that's yes. Okay.
I think we've done two good. I think we've done two good things here today. I think we can go.
Yeah, I think we can just send this up.
Yeah, Atticus is
There
mashing
she
the button,
goes.
and she ascends,
I just
leaving
imagine,
you
like,
alone
just
in
see,
the
like,
lobby.
like dust, like in the elevator.
Yeah, it's flying all over the place. Someone's gonna have to clean up Ethel.
We did good, guys. We did good.
Should we like do a 21 gun salute or something?
Mm,
What's
I
a
didn't
gun?
bring a gun with me.
when we get back, we'll
me either.
do a nice salute for
Yeah.
Ethel.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to a real
Alright.
one. Okay, let's get to order quick.
All right, how do we go about getting there?
We have to go to the front gate. Apparently, there's a hole.
Oh, all right. Also, what time are we at?
Take a
30
guess,
minutes.
Beth. Take a
Is it
guess.
45 minutes?
45 minutes.
Literally 45 on the dot.
I thought she was early on this one. I thought it was 30 minutes. Damn.
No, it would have been. But then Rhodes had to go pick a fight. You know, like what was that about?
Yep. What a bitch. I'm definitely on Anderson's side, and his son doesn't hate him.
Thanks for the clarification. That means a lot. To
Also,
him.
I looked it up. Ajax was made in 1947, so Ernest absolutely would have known about that.
Oh, okay, good. Maybe he just forgot.
He was under a rock from like
This man does not care about soap brands.
You know, he was traveling through hell and time in the 40s and 50s, so it makes sense he doesn't know. That's my excuse.
No, that makes sense. Dude, I just want to play Oblivion.
Is that like coming out or is it an announcement? Because it looks like an announcement.
The rumors have been that the time between announcement and release is going to be minimal, like same day if possible.
I mean, that'd be cool. And I'm already like broke, so I might as well be more broke if Oblivion Remastered comes out.
I think that's exactly the right attitude.
Yeah, I think that's like the right mentality to have. Like, if you're broke, just go all in.
So what I hear is that it's the same game physically. So like it still should feel and play exactly the same. But they're taking the output and porting the graphics from Unreal Engine.
Okay. So it's gonna be like everything is the same. They're just redoing like it's just gonna be a complete graphics overhaul.
Complete graphics overhaul, a few quality of life changes to like some of the combat systems and whatnot, but like overall, I think most of it is going pretty untouched.
Because that was my shit when it came out. Like, I played that game the night that I got it. I played it all night, and then I played it till like 5 the next day.
I really feel like I started a playthrough last year and like the potato people just kind of got to me. Like it like so
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just going to be potato people in HD or like what, but I think I'd be okay with it.
Because like I've been playing Skyrim for so long now. Like I need because Oblivion I stopped playing because I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I can't do this anymore, man.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
Sorry about that. I
No.
can't.
So maybe when it looks more betterer,
Yeah, more
I'll be able to
better.
play it again.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. That's my goal too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to get across town. We got to
Yes. So you currently could not be farther away from where the rehabilitation center is. Towards the entrance to the city, which again you are on the exact opposite side of. You're pretty close to the palace on a standalone island in front of Tomorrow Towers.
Rosier.
Rosier turns really small, like really with like a tiny smile, and he's like, "Yes, Anderson."
Could you get us angel taxis?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me to fly all of you. Yes, and he leans his head back and screams.
I forgot that was how you did it.
One absolutely massive blue angel shows up. He's covered from what looks like in head to toe in metal plating. And he just looks down and you goes, "Where to?"
Is that
Uh,
are you Southern? Are you doing like an Arnold Schwarzenegger? I can't quite tell. Can you say a few more words so I can pinpoint your accent a little bit better?
"My name is Albon Mushroom Ravioli."
Okay.
okay.
Southern.
Yeah. We
Alright.
are one of the same kin, my friend.
Mr.
He grabs you by the pants.
Oh, whoa!
The rehabilitation facility,
No,
please.
the front gate, the front gate.
Front gate, please. Sorry. I
Grabs you.
regularly pick people up from there. My bad.
Yeah, grabs you by the seat of your pants too, and Rosier's like, "No, I've got that one." Albon mushroom ravioli, and he drops you, and grabs Atticus instead by the seat of her pants, and she's like, "Oh my god, no! I can just walk. Okay, please put me down." And he's flying.
Oh, my horseshoes.
You sorry, oh my god, I'm blanking everybody's name. Abel and Ernest, Rosier kind of grabs you, Abel, in his arms, and he puts you, Ernest, on his back and flies you over the city.
So is
Takes a
it
good
just
couple
the
of
rivers
minutes.
who are being wedgied over?
Well, we're the same. We're from the same area, so we're best friends already. He says to you as you're getting mega wedgied.
Yeah, Atticus is flailing, doing absolutely nothing.
Ernest is
and
having the best time today compared to everyone else.
Not when you're getting stepped on. After a good 10 minutes of mixed review flying, he lands you guys near the front gate, near the kind of between the welcome center and the rehabilitation center. And Albon Mushroom Ravioli gently puts two of the twins down. Rosier lands with you, Ernest, and you, Abel, and Albon Mushroom Ravioli takes off into the night.
I like that guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Atticus is laying on the
that guy.
ground. I can't make myself clear when I won't be doing that. If we're going anywhere else, I'm walking. I'm not doing that. I don't think I have underpants anymore. I'm pretty sure they got eviscerated.
They just disintegrate. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Order can get us a new pair.
Why do you think this guy is gonna do so much for you?
Because he owes me one.
It was you
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how far of a walk is it?
It's not too far. Can I see the hole that Warwick told us about?
No, he drew you a map, and the hole was part of the gate connecting the rehabilitation center to the actual gate itself. But it's not.
I missed.
So we should have gone to the rehabilitation center.
Abel,
you're pretty close to it, though.
Why didn't you tell me, buddy?
Did I not? I said it first.
Oh, I can't help but feel partially responsible for this one.
And then someone, Anderson Rivers, stated loudly, "No, the gates!"
All right.
It's anyone's guess who that could have been, though.
All right,
Yeah,
partners,
so-
I don't need any more of this. And he's just gonna he can't really walk right, so he's just gonna kind of do like a wide stance, like waddle, just like in the cowboy movie towards the rehabilitation center.
Yeah. Atticus refuses to move, so Rosier picks her up normally and just carries her, and she's like, "Yeah, I won't be walking. Maybe ever again. Maybe."
Come
He goes,
on.
"I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that it was the pants service. I apologize."
Yeah, that's all right, partner. There's no problems here.
And you
Ernest
guys,
is like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Beth.
I was gonna say, you guys approach the rehabilitation center, but please, what's Ernest doing?
Oh, he was like making like spur jingling noises behind Anderson as he's walking. He's like,
You
Can you
gotta
roll for
trust,
accuracy?
You gotta trust
Yeah.
the plan, Ernest. I got a plan.
"Don't I
Roll-
know it, partner?" And he's like mocking you.
What the fuck?
Roll to convince Anderson Rivers he's a jangling cowboy.
Yippee yay. There'll be no wedding bells today.
So let me do. All right. So rolling for Spurs, I got a 55. Did you say what am I doing for Anderson? I'm making fun of him.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. All right. Well, I'm gonna say a 55 because I only have, for some reason, Fallout papers near me. 55 doesn't cut it. He doesn't. You don't lead him to believe that he is actually a jangling cowboy.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but it's still pretty accurate. The sounds you're making with your mouth are pretty on point. But they wouldn't
Okay.
fool anybody in the horse war.
And we all know that Anderson is a veteran of the horse war.
Clearly. And you all approach the rehabilitation center. You are coming in at it from the heaven side. But you can see on the map, it looks like where the hole in the fence is a small enclosed outdoor facility, or an outdoor enclosure labeled employees only.
Should we just go through that?
I mean, technically, Atticus is an employee now.
That's true. Atticus, why don't
she
you
did
go
work.
through and check the
Yeah.
other side?
Go through what? You're looking at a map. So where you are outside, you can't see the hole. You're looking at a map.
The hole
Where you
on
can
on the
see-
map.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. She tries to stick her finger in it. She goes, "So it's not working."
Okay, Atticus, I don't know if you know how map works. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go to the physical location, shall we?
Yeah, let's try the door.
Okay, let's try this door. I'll try the door.
It's locked.
Okay, well now what?
How strong is everyone's kick?
Well,
Atticus says, "I think mine used to be better."
same.
Ernest is pretty strong. He could probably kick a door open if he needed to.
How do you feel about kicking this door in, bud? You know what? Hold on. I do it. Fuck you guys.
All right.
I was gonna.
Abel,
gonna
don't hurt
imply
your little
Ernest had-
leggies, buddy.
Abel's like, "How's everyone's kick?" And then Ernest is like, "Well, I could probably." And then this small little guy This small little guy, are you ready? Are you ready? Rolls an
Mhm.
extreme success.
God damn.
Shit.
His strength is 80. I
Wow.
made
Okay.
him unrealistically buff for some reason.
You sidle up to this door, give a look to your friends, and then proceed to just absolutely kick it off its hinges. The metal door
Whoa.
clatters to the ground, clean off its hinges, and the way forward is open. There is an angel in the hallway. He is bright yellow, with no eyes and just three mouths, and he turns and he says, "Is someone there?"
I say nothing.
I say nothing.
He his topmost mouth, a snake tongue forks out, and he licks the air a few times, and he says, "It tastes drafty in here. I'll take that up with janitorialist." And he wanders off.
I lean into everyone and I gesture for everyone to lean in close.
Yeah.
And I'm very quietly like, we can't say a word in there.
I make a motion to like zip my lips and start trying to walk towards the hole using the map as my reference.
Okay. Um, Tell me how you're gonna go about this. Are you sneaking? Are you just walking normal? What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess we should try and sneak. I'll roll stealth. Don't worry.
We got a
Let
group
me
of
s-
pirates here.
let
They
me
better
s-
be careful.
I'm gonna send you guys a picture of this rudimentary map that I drew.
I got a regular success. We got a map?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Okay, let me pull this up here. Oh, this is great. This is very helpful. So where are we?
You are on the far side labeled heaven, leading in.
Okay, I'd like to navigate the map and go to the big circle with the X through it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask all of you guys to roll stealth for me.
Yeah, I got a regular success.
It appears that's a skill I put no points into. That's cool.
Ernest got an extreme success.
Holy moly. It's a good thing there's a line on that dice, or I would have critically failed, or whatever, almost. I rolled a 96,
Okay.
which I would love it and think it would be so funny if it was me immediately tripping over the door I just kicked off the hinges.
Whew. All right. That's not good.
Oh my
That's
god.
much good. Okay.
Fumbles
So,
actually do happen 96 to 100, so that is a fumble.
Oh, sweet.
well, that's all right because you're not alone because Atticus also fumbled.
Yes, let's go.
So Rosier didn't. In fact, Rosier got a pretty hard success. So Rosier starts leading you in, walking with quiet purpose. Ernest Anderson, you fall in step very quietly behind him. Abel, Atticus, you all both try to step over the door and in fact trip over it together. Atticus lands with her elbows out and kind of clangs against the door. Abel, you trip and like knock against the door and then roll to the side and somehow manage to like your leg goes up and you kick out one of those fire extinguisher boxes. There's not a fire extinguisher in it. It's actually an ice cream cone, but you do shatter the glass case. And could you take 2 points of damage as a couple pieces of glass get embedded in your leg?
Yeah.
Atticus is lets out a very small scream that she immediately tries to muffle as she's holding her elbow and rolling around on the floor.
Does this angel
No.
come back?
Yeah, he super does. Immediately steps out of one of the hallways he was in. Um, Rosier freezes, looking frantically between you, Abel, Atticus, and this guy. This guy turns, and now both of his top two mouths are like licking the air as his bottom mouth smiles widely and says, "Why, hello. Were you breaking and entering into the facility? Don't you know that is frowned upon? But not to worry. I can service you with a smile."
Oh, I mean, well, you see, the door was off, and so I was gonna see if there was anyone in here, and then I tripped over the door.
Atticus is like, "Your door broke my elbow, and I'm gonna sue you for elbow breakage."
Do you actually maybe have bandages? There's quite a bit of glass in my leg. It hurts a lot.
he kind of like sniffs between the two of you, and he says, "Oh, grievous injury on company property. That's not in the spirit of heaven. I do suppose that we'll have to take you to the infirmary, and then afterwards we can heal your mind as well. Won't you
Oh, I
follow
mean,
me?
I
No,
don't think I
please.
need that, but
I'm going to have to
I
insist."
I mean, okay, I normally I just come here to pick people up, which is why I was checking in, but the door, oh, my leg really hurts.
I
I'll
tackle
carry you.
him.
And he goes, all right, roll tackle, I guess.
Thanks. Yeah, I will.
Roll for tackle, please.
Zooby zooby zoo.
Can Ernest look around for like maybe like a wrench or like a blunt object?
Roll luck for me.
Hit him with the steel chair!
I got
Get him with the piece of
I got a
glass.
hard success.
Okay. Ooh, I just tossed my pretzel across the room. Okay. He hears you behind him and makes to sidestep you, so you would go crashing through the wall. But he actually steps on a piece of the broken glass and stops short and starts to gear up to scream when he gets tackled by you from behind, landing face first in the glass, and
Oh!
starts screaming 10 times louder than Atticus did. Who is clambering to her feet, nursing her elbow, and she says, "Holy fuck! Let's run! Let's run!"
Sorry, let's
Um,
go.
Well, really quick, can I transfer that luck to maybe my luck on putting the door back on the hinges so we can make a good escape?
You know what? Yeah, absolutely I will. You pick
Hell
the door
yeah.
you pick the door up, you put it back on its hinges. It feels like if anybody tries to knock or push on it, it would fall right in, but it looks completely normal now. Aside from this angel on the floor getting what starts out as golden blood, but as soon as it touches the floor, it starts turning black very quickly, and it's just starting to pour out as he screams. Um,
Oh.
Rosier, Abel comes and scoops you up. I'm sorry, Abel, Rosier comes and scoops you up. He gives you a hug. He looks at your leg and he says, "I'm so sorry. We'll get to this taken care of later. Please just hold on."
Yeah, it's
Then
fine.
he takes off with the rest of you into the facility. And for the moment, that is where we'll pause things.
Oh.
Are we the bad guys?
Atticus says, "Of
We're
course we
trying
are.
to we're trying to
Run!"
dismantle heaven. What do you think?
I'm from hell, so I'm definitely the bad guy here.
Oh fuck, we're in the wrong.
We're always in the wrong. Keep going.